allowed. So if you are interested in contributing to one of these shipments, please contact me. Even $25, $30 sends 10 meals to a hospital worker. Thank you, everybody. Please stay safe and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Linda. And thank you for all you're doing, Evan, making it so easy for us to, give back to people who giving so much to us. So now I want to introduce you to Dr. Pina Lagordis. Where are you, Pina? Let me find you. Okay, we need Pina to come on. Hold on, maybe.
I'm here.
I'm
so excited to meet.
So I want to introduce you to Dr. Pina. So Dr. Pina is the co-founder of Inner Source Health. She's a naturopath and acupuncturist. She's also written a delicious little book, and it's called The Little Book of Healthy Beauty. Simple daily habits to make you glow. It's such an easy, nice book, especially for this time. It's just simple little things you can do to make yourself feel good or look better, so which is great for this time. And before I even have you say anything, Dr. Pina, I forgot to make a disclaimer in the beginning. This show, it's just, we want to just bring everybody some light, and we wanted to just share like what information that we have and knowledge that we have, but it's all just suggestions. It's not from us, it's not medical advice, it's suggestions. So, just take it as that. But Dr. Pina,
yes,
welcome, love, and thank you for coming on.
Oh, it's my pleasure and honor. This is so great. And Wendy, I just have to say many, many thanks and a great commendation to you for just continuing great work and bringing everyone together. So I'm always so grateful for being a part of anything that you do. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. So I know that you're still treating patients. A lot of people are calling you virtually, and I've seen your really interesting, informative, like Facebook, Instagram and Facebook, boost tips on immunity and just some general information. So give us some things that we could do right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think exactly, what, initially what, was beautifully said earlier was really the first and most important thing that I always talk about with my patients is just where's your head at? I mean, there's so much that of changing your psychology will absolutely change your physiology. Most of us think that, it's this down here is very separate of what goes on up here, but the interconnection of your neurotransmitters and your stress hormones, like all that circulates. So absolutely, what you tell yourself and what your belief systems are going to impact your immune system. So, absolutely changing the negative thoughts, being around people that are supportive to you, that just looking at things that are funny, because we can get so immersed in even if you look at the news, like the first thing when you turn on a news channel, everything's like red and black, and they just make it, just those colors alone make things infinitely more stressful. So absolutely just, beside, with the gratitude and just being kind to yourself and the people that you're with, that's obviously essential because that does change your body. And then, and the other aspect with our physiology is just, because we're home, it does not, and no one's going to really see us, doesn't really give us carte blanche to eat junk and go away from our things that we should know that are healthy and that keep us healthy. Because one of the big concerns that I know as a practitioner with especially the COVID virus is that, it's hitting people who are already metabolically challenged. So whether they have heart disease or diabetes. So for me as a naturopathic doctor, where our basic philosophy is about prevention and being ahead of the game and working smarter, not harder, is that, now is not the time to, be like, well, actually, I should say now is the time to really get yourself, healthier, because things like this will happen again. And unfortunately, even with this virus, as we finally come out of quarantine, a lot of other physicians are saying down the winter time again, you may see an upsurge of this again. That's going to be very concerning. So absolutely working on your diet, even though you're home. We all love to binge bake right now and do all those things. But I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Thing about how you have to be around positive people. Okay, well, you really don't believe that I have it, or are you just saying that?
I'm sorry, somebody's.
Can you mute your microphone?
Okay, but I'm okay though, right, Wendy?
No, yeah, sorry about that, love. Somebody was not. So carry on.
No, that's okay. So, so keeping the diet as clean as possible, keeping your foods as nutrient dense of a whole foods Mediterranean-based diet. When you look at the research studies, those are the diets that allow longevity to happen. It's, lean meats, fishes, clean proteins, dark leafy green, all sorts of vegetables, clean fruits. Obviously, if we can get organic, getting organic as much as possible. So doing all these things, and again, and also, I mean, of course, there are plenty of vitamins that we can be taking, to help our immune system, because again, even with this virus, they're showing that it's about what our antioxidant status is, that the reason why, by the grace of God, our children are being spared, if you will, it's because their antioxidant levels are so high. And so we as adults, our antioxidant levels go down, and the less that we take care of ourselves, that's when not only do you see disease to happen, but those genetics that we're born with, all those things start to manifest. And absolutely, we have the ability to control all that stuff. So again, it's about being mindful of your thoughts, being mindful about what you're doing with your body, energetically, who you're surrounded with. It's all super, super important. And so I know that was a quick talk, but I know that we would love to get to the amazing Miss Pagano and what she has to say today. But yeah, if anyone does have questions, there's obviously a lot of information when I tell my patients in my book. And then of course, we're Inner Source Health and my team, we're actually also doing weekly webinars just talking about various health topics, and those are free. So one of my docs or one of my associates every day, or we try to make it every day at 1 o'clock, we're trying to just talk about different aspects of natural medicine to get yourself healthy. So when you're out, you're ready ahead of the game. So thank you so much. And again, at the end, I'm sure Wendy, anyone has questions, I'm happy to answer them.
So Dr. Pina, seriously, there was so much good information, and there are somebody asked about which antioxidants we should take. Do you have, just a couple of recommendations?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the research studies, like, again, they're trying to really expedite what's going on with research with regards to COVID right now. But the biggest one is probably the most beneficial is having a very high vitamin D status. So most people, when they go to their primary doctor, the doctor will say, oh, your vitamin D is fine. But I implore everyone to get a copy of those lab results, because if your value is like in the 30s, that's not enough. I mean, so you want your blood vitamin D levels between 60 and 80. And of course, we can't be looking at that right now, but if you do 5,000 IUs a day, that would be great. I know myself, I genetically always have low vitamin D, so I wind up taking 10,000 daily. And again, people get concerned about, oh, this is a fat soluble vitamin, there's toxicity, but not at that value. I mean, you could even go up to 15, 20,000 IUs. Not that I'm suggesting that, but you can go up that high. So obviously vitamin D, vitamin C, well known, either just even getting vitamin C through fruit. I mean, it's actually your body utilizes vitamin C through fruit even better than through capsules. So vitamin D, vitamin C, I'm telling my other patients to make sure they can take a low dose vitamin A, like a 10,000 IU, making sure you're on a multivitamin, because that will give you a broad spectrum. And the other thing that's really interesting about this COVID virus is that they're finding that if you take selenium every day, it actually minimizes your risk of contracting the virus. So you could either take 200 micrograms of selenium, or actually just eating 2 Brazil nuts, so getting it through food again, a day actually does the job. So really easy way, again, through food, that we can get things that will heal us.
Wow, that was brilliant. And just for everybody, I've worked with Dr. Pina, and she's worked with my daughter, and I really think the way you practice medicine is how medicine should be practiced. Like, I came to your practice, and it wasn't just like, okay, what's bothering you? And you just checked one part. It was such a holistic approach. I didn't really understand what a naturopath did until I came to your practice, and you asked me, how I was sleeping, what I was thinking, if I was meditating, how I was eating. And so if anyone's interested, I know Dr. Pina is available. It is Inner Source Health, and I will also, put all the information on the chat as well for everybody. But thank you, Dr. Pina, for
Yeah, no, of course. And I know I just see a
Thank
quick
you so
question.
much.
No, Mike, and really quick, I
Me
know a
too.
big deal was about elderberry. A lot
Yeah.
of people were really concerned about, oh my gosh, there was this whole big controversy, but elderberry, good, totally safe. It does not cause a cytokine storm. So if you guys do have that at home, by all means, drink up. It's all good. Okay, thank you.
That's good information. Thank you, sweetheart.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so get ready with your questions.